Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy, the FOOTI to the Big E here once again with another video. So tonight is Elimination Chamber. The kickoff show is on just now. So tonight we're going to do things a little bit differently than normal. Normally I watch the show on a Monday and then I do a results of show and have reactions of how I felt the show went. Tonight we are going to do live reactions because I'm not at work tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to stay up and watch it from the word go. Pre-show's on now and we're going to do some live reactions, and at the end of every match I'll take a couple of seconds to tell you how I thought of the match like I normally do, so that format will be the same, but there'll be also live reactions mixed in. So let's do this, people. So the action is kicking off. The pre-show of the Elimination Chamber is kicking off, and don't ask me why, but this match between Curt, Hawkins and Mojo Rawley, I don't understand why WWE have put this on the show. There's no background behind it apart from a little kind of promo segment on SmackDown this week. But I couldn't think of two worse people to put on the pre-show. I mean, who wants to see Curt freaking Hawkins? And who wants to see Mojo overhyped Rawley? I really don't know. But let's see what happens, people. Let's see what happens. Curt Hawkins just hit the ring, and we wait for Mr. Steroid Man Mojo Rawley to hit the ring. That is how terrible this match is with Mojo Rawley and Curt Hawkins, that the WWE decided they were going to take a break to tell you that the WWE Network was free for the next 30 days and you get WrestleMania free. That shows you how bad this match is. It is a terrible match, people. So Mojo Rawley just won this awful WWE Elimination Chamber pre-show kickoff match. To be honest, it was Curt Hawkins pretty much all the way through the match up until the end, where Mojo pushed him off into the corner. Mojo then hit the ropes and hit him with a big right hand coming off the ropes. Then he just threw him into the ropes and picked him up in a spinning power slam move and got the 1, 2, 3, and dire way for WWE to start this Elimination Chamber. But thank God it is only the kickoff show, so the best is yet to come, hopefully. So, okay, so this isn't a bad way to start off the Elimination Chamber. The first match of the night is going to be Becky Lynch versus Mickie James. I've been looking forward to this one. As you guys will probably know if you follow my videos, I'm a big fan of Mickie James in the past, and I'm a massive fan of Becky Lynch now. So yeah, this should be a good match to start off Elimination Chamber. I like the fact that Elimination Chamber's got 3 women's matches on tonight. I think that's quite a good thing. So yeah, let's start off this one, people. So Becky's in control early in this matchup. I'm not a big fan of Mickie James's new attire with these flares going on. And if it weren't bad enough, but underneath the flares she's got some Converse boots underneath that she's wearing instead of a wrestling boots. Okay, so that is the match between Mickie James and Becky Lynch. Finished. Becky Lynch won with a roll-up in the end. It was after she went for the disarmer and Mickie James turned her into a sunset flip and went for the pin, and she reversed it and rolled her up instead for the 1, 2, 3. It was a good matchup while it lasted. It was a bit slow at times. There was a lot of arm bars and whatnot, and there was a lot of like mat work, which you don't really see in this day and age women's division. But it was around when Mickie was around, so you know it was good because you had them kind of little breaks where it was quiet on the mat wrestling, and then they speeded it up a bit, and then they speed it up again until at the end for the finish. And Becky Lynch is your winner over Mickie James in this one. So let's just move on, people. So up next was the 2-on-1 handicap match with Apollo Crews and Kalisto versus Dolph Ziggler. Apollo Crews came to the ring first. Kalisto came out to make his entrance, and Dolph Ziggler attacked him from behind, wiped him out, threw him into the advertising hoardings. Dolph then went to the ring while Apollo Crews looked after Kalisto. Dolph was in full control of the match with Apollo Crews until Kalisto made his way to the ring. Apollo Crews got the tag to Kalisto. Kalisto came in, took over on Dolph, and Apollo Crews then tagged in and got the win. And at the end of the match, Dolph went absolutely nuts and attacked both of them with a chair. So Kalisto and Apollo Crews got your win in his 2-on-1 handicap match. Let's just move on, people. So up next was Tag Team Turmoil. Tag Team Turmoil started off with Rhino and Heath Slater versus Febreze, as I like to call them. To be honest, it wasn't a bad start to the Tag Team Turmoil. Febreze done a good job in there with Heath Slater and Rhino, but Heath Slater and Rhino did get the win. Up next was The Men Are Here. The Von Villains came out. They didn't last too long for Heath and Slater to get rid of them. The third team out was the Usos. The Usos made short work of Heath Slater and Rhino because obviously they've already had 2 matches previously. When the Usos got the win, the next team out was the American Alphas defending their tag team titles in Tag Team Turmoil. It was a good match while it lasted. American Alphas got the win, and then the Usos absolutely obliterated them after the match. The last team of the night, the Ascension, then hit the ring. Looked like they were going to get the pinfall within the first 10 seconds of being in the ring, but Jason Jordan kicked out. Eventually, Justin Gable got the tag, and the American Alphas took over and got the 1, 2, 3. And the American Alphas are still reigning and defending WWE Tag Team Champions on SmackDown. Let's just move on, people. Up next was the match between the Booby Bella, Nikki Bella versus Natalya. Now, this one's been going on for a while, as I said in the predictions video that I did. This one's been going on since Survivor Series, where Natalya attacked Nikki Bella from behind. This was a really decent matchup. Natty played the heel really, really well, taunting Nikki's mum, who's at ringside with her brother, all the way through it, giving it the "you can't see me" to Nikki and whatnot all the way through. It was a great matchup, backwards and forwards between the two of them. There was a high spot with a superplex off the top rope that I think Natty was supposed to flip over for the cover, but with the impact of when they went down, it just didn't fall that way. The match ended in a double count out, so this feud is going to continue. I thought this would be a blow-off match, but it looks like this feud is going to continue for a little while longer. And I'll be honest with you, people, I really enjoyed it. It was a great matchup. Nikki showed a few new moves. Natty gave a really good account of herself as well, and I'm looking forward to seeing this one progress on to the next stage, whenever that may be. I can't really see it being WrestleMania, so they might have a blow-off match before then on SmackDown. We never know, but it was a double count out when no one won between Nikki Bella and Natalya, so let's just move on, people. So up next was the match between Randy Orton and Luke Harper. This was a really, really decent match. 2 big guys who can really go. We know Randy can wrestle. Luke Harper's always been the talented one out of the Wyatts, as in my opinion, for a long, long time. They had a really good, decent match. The crowd were a bit... I don't know what the crowd really thought about this one at times. At the beginning, when they were just building up, Randy had Luke Harper in a headlock and they were booing the match. By halfway through, they were singing "This is awesome." By the end, they were singing "This is awesome." So I think the crowd were a bit divided what they actually thought about this match. It looked very like they were not into it, to the point where it was on the other side of the coin towards the end. They were very much into the match. There was great spots. Randy threw Luke Harper through a table, or over a table, sorry. Luke Harper then done the same to Randy. There was 2 big, massive super kicks by Luke Harper, and it looked like Luke Harper was going to get the win. I'll be honest with you, I was quite invested in Luke Harper getting the win over Randy Orton, even though Randy is going to WrestleMania, so you kind of knew that Randy would get the win eventually. But Randy did hit the RKO out of nowhere at the end and got the 1, 2, 3 and goes on to WrestleMania rocking and rolling with a bit of momentum behind him. So Randy Orton won this Battle of the Beasts, and let's just move on, people. So up next, we had the women's title match between Alexa Bliss, the Weird Eye Pixie as I call her, and Naomi. Now, I said in the preview video I was really, really looking forward to this match, and it turned out to be a great matchup. High impact moves. Both women gave a great account of themselves. I always said Naomi was great in the ring. She absolutely showed it in this matchup. And the first shock of the night became because Naomi is your new WWE Women's SmackDown Champion. And I couldn't be more happy for her. I think she's busted her ass of late in the ring. She's got better. She's improved. Her movesets are a lot better than some of the women in the division. And I think it was just right in her time to become SmackDown Women's Champion. Obviously, she wanted to become SmackDown Women's Champion to go into her hometown of Orlando at WrestleMania as champion. She now is champion. Her and Alexa Bliss had an amazing matchup. It was backwards, forwards, all the way through it. And Naomi is your new WWE SmackDown Women's Champion. Let's move on to the main event, people. Up next is Elimination Chamber, the main event of the evening. I can't wait to get over and done with. I can honestly say I'm starting to feel a bit tired now, but the Elimination Chamber is up next. The vignette's just finished. The cell or the chamber is down. They've very much changed chamber. They've really changed the look of the chamber. The chamber used to be more rounded, it's more square now. And they've changed the top with a big WWE logo in a big round circle in the middle. So yeah, let's get this Elimination Chamber match underway, people. Let's do this. So Bray Wyatt is coming out fourth, so we now know that Bray Wyatt, The Miz, Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin will be in the pods. That means AJ Styles and John Cena will start the match. My prediction was that Bray Wyatt will win and go into WrestleMania. Obviously, you said it made perfect sense with Randy Orton being in the main event at WrestleMania to have Bray Wyatt in there. I'm sticking that position. I'm sticking with that prediction. I'm sticking with Bray Wyatt to win this Elimination Chamber match, be your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion at the end of the night. So yeah, now we know that Bray is in the pod along with Dean, The Miz and Baron Corbin, with AJ and John Cena starting the Elimination Chamber. AJ Styles are pretty much starting where they left off at the Royal Rumble. Great couple of minutes so far, backwards and forwards. Great moves by AJ, great moves by John Cena. John Cena's in control at the minute. The one thing I want to say about this new Elimination Chamber that I don't like is not only have they changed the shape of it, but the inside where you had the grills on the floor, they've now put padding. So it's really taken that bit of oomph out of it for me, because obviously that was one thing you knew when they were landing on steel, you knew it hurt. Now they've kind of padded it up a bit. All but we're 5 seconds away for the first person coming out of their pod. Who will the first person out of their pod be?
The next entrant in this Elimination Chamber match.
And it's Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is the first one out of his pod. And it's now Dean Ambrose versus John Cena versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. And it's Bray Wyatt enters Elimination Chamber. Bray Wyatt, the man who I predicted would win the title, is in the match and off and running. He goes straight after Dean Ambrose, then takes out John Cena. The Jizz really ain't sure. Dean Ambrose is coming up from behind on Baron Corbin, rolls him up. And Baron Corbin is being eliminated. He is the first one eliminated from the Elimination Chamber. Dean Ambrose rolls up Baron Corbin for the 1, 2, 3, and that might just set up Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. And Bray Wyatt has just hit John Cena with the Sister Abigail. We now know there is a new WWE champion. It will be either Bray Wyatt or the phenomenal AJ Styles to go into WrestleMania. AJ Styles has gone to the outside looking for the phenomenal forearm. There he goes, he jumps on the top rope. Oh no, it's a 360 splash. He went for the phenomenal forearm. Bray caught him, hits him with the Sister Abigail. 1, 2, 3. Bray Wyatt is your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I predicted it, people. It happened. Bray Wyatt is going to WrestleMania to take on the Randy Orton of the Wyatt family, and I'm really looking forward to it. I hope they don't give Wyatt a 2-week Sasha Banks run. So there you have it. Elimination Chamber is done. Bray Wyatt is your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, going on to WrestleMania to take on Randy Orton. All in all, I was really impressed with the Elimination Chamber. I said it would happen. It did happen the way I said it. The one shock of the night was obviously Naomi beating Alexa Bliss, which I'm quite happy about also. It was a great show, start to finish, solid action. And it was much better than the terrible booking we had at Royal Rumble a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, I'm really happy about it, people. So this was your boy, FWOTI to the big E. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Signing off again with another WWE video. I'm going to give this WWE event a solid B+. It wasn't just sort of an A. A marking for me, but it's a solid B+ show, a lot better than Royal Rumble, so they've made up for that, and we're solidly on the road now to WrestleMania. I'll see you all soon, people. Bless and peace.